Because he knows, like, this ain't like, if he got exposed, Adam22, for doing something like this, people are like, oh, well, you know, he do stuff like this. This is normal. It's not the same. If little Housephone get exposed for this on the game, this will end the rest of the career that he had if he still had one low.
Já era. Nós tentamos. Ai, meu Deus do céu! Vocês estão entendendo o quanto de jacaré tem aqui? Ai, meu Deus. Tem que ir na barraca, literalmente, pra acampar. Vamos dormir aqui, guys? Deu cu. Ai, mano. Ferrou meu filho.
What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Tapping back in with another one, man. And you know we had to tap back in with an update. I know this whole situation, man. It's like, wow, obviously we know Housephone looking wild suspect, but Adam looking equally as suspect in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bust it down, break it all down, get in the comments, let's talk. But MILK74 keeping that Gilligan Slayer energy on No Jumper. As a YouTube channel, platform, podcast, record label, and all that, you know, that's a fact. And we've seen the way, you know what I'm saying, that it has affected Adam22, where he just came out looking all types of flucked up and PMS on your period or about to get his period energy. You know what I mean? When he threw that ultimatum out there, you guys can't, back on Fig, you can't work with MILK74. Like, real talk, just looking all kinds of lame and clownish with that move, if you ask me. Like, for real, tap in. That whole situation, when Adam did that, to me, validates so much of what MILK74 says all the time on a regular when he goes in on Adam, you know? Like, there's so much ish in the blogosphere that transpires behind the scenes, and, you know, you got to read between the lines, stay focused, keep your eyes open and all that, you know. But before we, you know, continue on and break down this situation about Adam, we got to talk about another individual who just took a major L recently over there at No Jumper and continues to take L's on a daily basis, doing fluck-ish. And that's the Lush One, the lame one, right? Like, real talk, I don't try to be the dude out here just talking wild greasy all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be a news guy and whatnot. But peep it, y'all seen that viral clip too. You guys are probably like, what the fuck was that, Coffee? There's motherfuckers speaking a foreign language, alligators. I'm not understanding, Coffee. Like, you're burnt, you're fried. What are you doing, B? And I'm like, yo, y'all know I just like to come with some viral videos from time to time, right? And, you know, I just wanted, first off, to see if anyone saw that video and hear your guys' take, what you make it at. Like, that video just seems crazy. I don't know where this was supposed to be, if this was in America, another country, but it was going viral in the blogosphere on social networks. Some dude apparently was camping, and I can't tell if he was on a boat. I saw a tent there. So, like, did he have a tent on a boat, or was he on a boat just in some swamps? Or I don't know what was going on, but apparently he woke up in the middle of the night and there's all these gators around. Or crocodiles, I don't know. I can't tell the difference between a croc and a gator. It is what it is. But that's some real life terrifying-ish. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, y'all, to just wake up and there's all these gators. Like, I don't know what to make of it, if it seems staged or what the deal is. Like, being calm and, you know, taking the time to pull out the camera is crazy, but that's just second nature nowadays when anything's going on. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be dying in the street, literally, and someone's going to pull that device out and start recording. Like, we've seen that happen numerous times. But it's just hard to call it because it's so dark. Like, I don't know. Was he on a boat? Where was he? I don't know. Tap in and comment and share your thoughts on all that. But this is going to sound even more burnt and bugged the fuck out as we kind of look at that, you know what I mean? And that represents pressure, fear, you know? You think everything's all good where you're laid up, comfortable and asleep, and you wake up and you're surrounded and you feel like your life's on the line. And that's what happened with this Lush One dude where I was talking about. He's on some wild goofball, hamburger face ass bitch type moves where he was trying to do Adam22's bidding. Think about this, y'all, right? With the whole Flacco situation, I really don't understand why Flacco is lying about where he's from or whatever the case may be. But Adam wanted to make that content and dive in a little more on that. And he had Lush One do his bidding. I don't know if y'all saw that episode. Lush One was going in, making all these calls. And, you know, he put it out there that Flacco is some kind of offender, allegedly, or something to that extent. And we know what happened. A couple days later, you know what I'm saying? Lush One had been turning up, cracking jokes at Flacco's expense, trying to put the pressure on him. And Flacco flat out called him out for a fade. And Lush One did nothing. Nathan, less than Jake, sat on his ass. And it was what it was. Okay, maybe he's the bigger man or whatever. Well, after that, the next day, right, this is where it started getting tricky, and he started taking all these L's. He's going on social media trying to roast people for, you know, people calling him out because, like, all of a sudden he's the big tough guy and he wants this fade and all this, which to this day, nothing to that extent had happened. You know what I mean? Not that I want to see motherfuckers fight or nothing like that, but it's like, Lush One, you're just on some real clown time. You know what I mean? You turned up on Flacco to another degree, trying to bully him and all that. You know what I mean? Under, you know, orders of Adam22. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then Flacco calls you out. You freeze up, bitch up, do nothing about it. Then a couple days later, you're on live like, Flacco, I need that. All they're just looking like a goofball. Like, we don't believe you. You need more people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been nothing but a tag along on disasters nuts, on everyone's nuts, running around smoking meth, doing goofball-ish, and looking like a hamburger face bitch. Like, dead ass for real, for real. Lush One, just a funny looking motherfucker. There's no other way to quite put it, you ugly bitch. But then it goes even further. Milk puts that paperwork out from the lawsuit, and, you know, a lot of people were breaking that down. Oh, you know, he was trying to protect this woman. There was some actual assault-ish going on. Then later, Lush One is more or less talking about, yo, we just shorty seen a way to get M's, and I jumped on the gravy train with her. And in his direct testimony, he admitted to seeing things happen to old girl, and he sat back and did nothing. And, you know, the whole dog collar incident, wearing a shock collar, going in bathroom, accompanying men while they take shits and everything. And, you know, when Milk put out his reaction, ever since then, Lush One taking all these L's in a short period of time, looking like the lamest motherfucker ever on No Jumper. And that's really saying something. You know, he's been going around to everyone's comments, sometimes under his real name, sometimes under burner accounts, talking ish, just like he was doing on that Instagram live where he was getting mad at that dude from Philly who just was like, yo, you took a L, Lush One, take it on the chin. You know, Flacco punked you, and then you wanted to get all Tony Tough Guy 2 days later. Like, you're playing yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Now cut it out. And, you know, till this day, is still doing this a couple times a day, going around anywhere in the blogosphere where anyone said anything regarding Lush One, even if they're not dissing him. They're just, you know, covering the ongoing news. He's just going around trolling people like a sensitive clown, meth head, goofball bitch. And for that, you're just a lame. Comment and let me know what y'all think of all that. But let's get over to this other current Gilligan Slayer energy incident.
This wouldn't have been edited a little bit, or this whole section would have got ripped. You know better what? This interview wouldn't even came out low. But you know what it is, bro? He really don't got no use for little Housephone no more. He really want him gone off the platform. But he don't got the heart to go man to man, look him in the eyes and say, I don't want you working here no more, my guy. Or it's like he too worried about like the backlash or what people gonna say. So this is his way of getting rid of him, bro. Because he knows, like, this ain't like, if he got exposed, Adam22, for doing something like this, people are like, oh, well, you know, he do stuff like this. This is normal. It's not the same. If little Housephone get exposed for this on the game, this will end the rest of the career that he had if he still had one low. This will end it, and that's just how it goes. Like, it's gonna be a lot of people that don't want to deal with him no more. But whatever happened in the dark will come to the light, bro.
All right, y'all. So you guys heard that whole clip in full. In real talk, man, ever since this has went down, we know Housephone, stepped up and just said, yeah, he did what he did. He ain't lying. Feel how you're going to feel about it. I continue to say, I think he should mentor Young Buck. You know what I mean? Because Young Buck still living in denial, trying to lie to everyone and himself. And Buck, denial is a river in Egypt, bruh. And you see some other individuals like, yo, Housephone is on that Young Buck Tiger-ish. But for real, when I really think about it, it's like, what do y'all think? Is MILK74 right? It really, if you think about it, seems that way. Adam22, as I'm tripping, everyone else has been talking about this, even some individuals on his own platform. Like, why did Adam bring that individual on there? Like, were they promoting something that I missed? What was the deal? It seemed more or less like it was purely to try to embarrass Housephone. You see what my bro, Real Talk Media, put in the comments? Peep it, y'all. He says, as a man, as a boss, I do not agree with Adam letting that come out. Even if it's the editor's fault, he sat there for the interview and it's his show. If Housephone want to let trannies buy for apples, that's his business. He don't portray no tranny gangbanging street persona anyway. So, and yes, I know some people will say, yo, Housephone's a crib. Yes, he's made that, like, he's talked about that, but he don't be on here acting tough. I know, like, gangbanger-ish. And real talk, the more you think about it, it just seems that there's, like, and this is something we know Adam22 does, is throw stones and hide his hand and move with agendas and things of that nature. And I really, am thinking, man, this really seems like what Milk was saying. Like, Adam wants to get rid of Housephone, but don't have the testicular fortitude as a man to look him in the face and say, yo, man, you're fired, fluck out it, get out of here. You know what I mean? We know these individuals have had a checkered past at times. Housephone's been around for a long time. There was multiple times like he did leave the platform and come back. Adam got mad at him, all kinds of ish. Hell, recently I even heard AD and them talking about how when AD really started getting more involved and hands-on with the No Jumper platform, it was almost like, not almost, it was, a narrative around No Jumper that he was there to take over for Housephone, and Housephone was on his way out. And nonetheless, he comes back and forth, and it is what it is. Here we are now at this current juncture, this current time. And I'm telling you, man, like, I really think Milk is right. He's onto something. Adam22 is moving on some funny style-ish and is trying to get rid of Housephone off No Jumper by some slick ways and all that. Like, real talk, that's some real grindball type-ish. That's more devious and grimy than a meth head like Lush One. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just some real snakery. So comment and let me know what y'all think about that. Do you agree with Milk? Do you think Adam's trying to get rid of Housephone on some slick-ish? Housephone too is definitely like, moved very, like, has his bearings and is just keeping it cool, because he made it clear, like, yo, I thought long and hard, pause, about quitting, about exposing a lot of things that Adam was up to, and a lot of things about No Jumper, etc. Like, there's just all kinds of dirt going on over there, And also, let me know what you guys think about Lush One acting like a lush ass bitch. Let's talk about it all in the comments below. And real quick, man, in other news, as I close this video out, speaking of motherfuckers lurking around in people's comments and being on some whole other ish and lying to the people and all that. I'm sure a lot of y'all remember Lil Piru. Like, as I always put it when this guy's name comes up in discussions, he's a troll and an internet personality and a character and all that to another level where like his fake persona has a fake government name with that fake persona. It's just crazy, you know, and this dude has 20 different gangs and cartels tattooed all over him. Like, this dude is the worst. But I have like 2 videos up, you know what I'm saying, about this dude. And it's real funny because I think this dude has been and listen, like with Lush One, I know that's what it is. With Lil Piru, I'm not quite sure, so I need to hear from y'all. But you know, he's been known to go around in the comments and, you know, try to shift narratives and things like that. But on a couple, on one of my videos, you know, where, you know, everyone's always commenting like, "Yo, fuck Mr. Wallenbeck." I've been getting some comments recently, and I'm telling you, I just get this feeling that it is indeed Lil Piru himself. Peep it. He says, where is it? Yo, hold up, y'all. This dude says he's a real blood from the Bronx, but people boycotted him and put out false info out. He ain't white, he's Colombian. And I'm telling you guys, I really think this Hugs for Drugs may indeed be Lil Piru. I think about half the comments, or no, I'm sorry, a quarter to a third of the comments in this thread is Lil Piru. You know what I mean? The rest of them is, you know, motherfuckers just like either saying, yo, this dude's the worst, this dude's a total fraud, or some people just saying, yo, homeboy's got problems, I hope he gets it together, the internet's one hell of a drug, etc. And then, of course, these random ones that have been picking up lately, trying to take up for Lil Piru, y'all. I really think it's this lame Jane ass bitch. But with that, I bid y'all adieu. I thank you guys for tuning in. Let's talk in the comments. Adam22 not man enough to fire Housephone. So, you know, this whole scandal and fiasco going on right now, is that what it is? Do you agree? Let's talk about that and everything else below in the comments. And sub up, stay tuned for more. Lush One, the dog collar wearing Goofy, and I'm gone.